On today's episode of the Arkham Chronicle, we're going to be talking about pistachios. Today on the Arkham Chronicle, we're going to be talking about skill cards. There are 4 different neutral cards that match up with the 4 skills, and there is also a wild one. In the core set, you get 2 copies of each of the neutral cards. Each of the classes has their own skill card as well, which closely matches up with the skill that they are tied to, with the rogues having the wild icon. A skill card will have 2 separate components. The first is the icons that it contributes to the skill test. These icons have to match up with the skill that you are testing. The next part is a text effect which happens after the skill resolves. All say, if this test is successful, draw 1 card. And the person that draws the card is the owner of the card, the person that played it, the person whose deck it was in, regardless if they use it for their test or someone else's test. The unexpected courage, the wild skill test, doesn't give you this bonus. All of these neutral cards have a limit, and that says maximum 1 committed per skill test. And this is between all of the investigators in the group, in play at once. So only 1 copy of Manual Dexterity can be played on a skill test. The class-specific skills do not have such a limit. That means that Roland Banks could play 2 vicious blows in combat. The text bonuses on these cards work slightly differently. They generally affect the investigator which is participating in the test. Survival instinct will affect the investigator which is doing the evading. It is they who benefit from the bonus move. Vicious blow affects the investigator which is doing the attacking. Deduction affects the investigator which is discovering the clues. Opportunist, you can only play on your own skill test, so it only affects you. But with Fearless, regardless if you play in your own test or someone else's test, it is you, the person that owns and commits the card, who heals the horror. It's probably not important right now, but it's worth noting that more than half of these cards are innate abilities. They have the innate keyword, and the rest have the practiced ability. In the future, if you're fighting a foe that likes to steal your brain using a machine, or put your brain in a jar, this may become useful. If you are truly convinced you need an epic level of protection, there's one thing for you. This is the 4-screw frosted screw down. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a serious level of protection. But if you absolutely positively have to have the final word in Armageddon-proof protection for your Arkham Horror living card game cards, this is what you need. Well, the first thing you're going to want to do is actually give it a clean, because the manufacturing process does leave some residue on there. Put a sock over your hand like that, turn it inside out, and then just give it a big buff. Like the One Touch, it won't take a sleeved card, but if you put in your card naked, there you go, drop it down like that, it fits amazingly well. As you can see, this product has the diamond corners and they are scooped out to the nth degree. This is the base. You can tell the base because it's got the recess in it and because it's frosted all the way around the outside. This is the top. The top has no frosting. It's completely clear. Unlike a snap or something like that, there are no guide areas. It's completely smooth when they both fit together, so it's only the screws which will hold them in place. As you can see, the back part, which isn't frosted, is completely clear. They are designed to be viewed from this way round, so you've got the beveled edges here, even though obviously the Ultra Pro text is the correct way round when you view it from that side, and the wrong way round when you view it from that side. Quirky, eh? They come with 4 Phillips head screws, and all you do is from the front just drop them in and tighten it up. A screw down is serious business. It's all very well making funny videos on YouTube, but this is epic level protection. You probably can't see, but the holes in the screw down don't actually have threads. When you're screwing the screw in, it's actually eating into the plastic and creating its own thread, making these kind of a one-way system. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to do this part. I need to get a grown-up to help me, so here's a pro tip. When you're opening your screw down, cut off the bottom and then take out the screw down, and obviously leave the screws sealed up in the top part here, because if you try and open it from the top, your screws will go everywhere. Obviously nobody needs to put their investigator cards in this level of protection. It's just ridiculous. save it for the Necronomicon instead.